Across the Caribbean, the wind has no mercy. It tears through our islands the same way history once tore through our people, unannounced, unforgiving, and repetitive. Hurricane Melissa came, and once again the story was the same. Homes flattened, families displaced, power gone, and promises rising like the tide. We will rebuild. We always rebuild. But we never evolve. Every generation of Afro-Caribbean people has faced a storm, whether it came from the sea, the sky, or the system. And somehow, despite centuries of warning, we treat each storm as if it's the first. Grenada learned this lesson not long ago, Dominica before that, Jamaica now. We rebuild our homes, but not our systems. We restore our roads, but not our unity. We fix the damage, but not the cause. Because the real hurricane is not just the one that spins over the Atlantic. It's the one that lives inside our mindset. The storm of separation. The whirlwind of nationalism that keeps us divided. We wave our own flags, sing our own anthems, and fight for our own scraps of recognition, while the rest of the world unites, organizes, and buys out everything that belongs to us. So while one island mourns, the others scroll. While one country floods, the other watches. And when the next storm hits, it's déjà vu all over again. We tell ourselves, that's life in the tropics. No, that's what happens when you confuse independence with isolation. The storm is not just climate, it's consequence. When we talk about unity between Africa and the Caribbean, it's not a romantic idea. It's survival. Because the same pattern that hits us with hurricanes also hits us with economic dependency and political neglect. Every time a storm wipes us out, foreign contractors rebuild us, with their materials, their labor, their loans, and their profits. So even in disaster, someone else still benefits more than we do. We are trapped in a cycle of recovery instead of a strategy of resilience. That is why Afro-Caribbean unity must move from slogans to structure. It's not enough for leaders to shake hands at summits. The people must start seeing each other as one extended family, because a united Caribbean can share resources, share lessons, and share protection. A divided one will keep rebuilding rubble. We have to accept reality. Peace is temporary, but preparation must be permanent. Today it's Melissa, tomorrow it will be another. And while we keep praying for calm seas, the smart ones are reinforcing their ships. Look at how the great powers operate. When they build a base, they don't walk away, they fortify it. They anticipate conflict because they understand one truth: the world is always in motion. But we, the children of survivors, behave as if history won't circle back. Our ancestors were minding their own business when the ships arrived. They were taken, divided, exploited. And yet, centuries later, we still live as if that can't happen again. As if being peaceful is protection enough. But peace without preparation is surrender in slow motion. The Afro-Caribbean people have every tool to secure themselves: intelligence, faith, creativity, and global reach. What we lack is alignment. We act like scattered islands when we are, in truth, a single continent broken by water. So when the next hurricane comes, whether wind or policy, we must be ready not just to survive it, but to outthink it. Rebuilding is not enough. We must reinvent. Because the world is advancing, governments are advancing, corporations are advancing, and if we do not advance with unity and identity, we will be advanced upon. Our land, our industries, our culture, taken, commercialized, and sold back to us in pieces. The maroon in the hills and the Rastafarian in the valleys must not be relics of resistance. They must become models of adaptation. Protecting the land should not mean rejecting progress. True sovereignty means being rooted in culture while evolving with time. The hurricane, then, is not our enemy, it's our teacher. It keeps reminding us that whatever we build without foundation will fall, and our greatest foundation is not cement, it's consciousness. And to the many who jumped through hoops to help, to the men and women who risked their safety to rescue neighbors, share food and comfort strangers, we applaud you. That unity in crisis is something we have always done. It is who we are. But compassion after disaster cannot be our only rhythm, because once the debris is cleared and the lights come back on, we go back to isolation, back to my island, my government, my people. That's the cycle that keeps us unprepared. We need a new rhythm, one of cooperation before the storm, not just sympathy after it. If we learn from our mistakes now and share ideas across the Caribbean as brethren and sisters, we'll be better prepared next time. There will be less loss of life, less scrambling, less surprise. If both governments and people start thinking as one Caribbean family, not fragmented nations. There has to be a new mindset, a Caribbean vanguard mindset, because deep down, we all know who suffers most when disaster strikes. We can pretend not to see it, but truth does not hide. It is Afro-descended people who bear the heaviest blows, in every island, in every crisis. Until we face that truth and stop running from it, we will keep repeating the same pain over and over again. No one will save us but ourselves, because others profit from our confusion, our disunity, our identity crisis, our self-hate, and our lack of collective vision. They benefit from our disorder, while we drown in it. So to the Afro-Caribbean people, the time for comfort is over. The storms, both physical and political, are not waiting for us to get ready. We must prepare, unite, and protect our future before it's washed away, because history has already shown us what happens when we don't. And this time the hurricane should not just shake our homes, it should wake our soul.